Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for what I assume is the conclusion of this case. Whoop! I thought I hit the load button. There we go. Present sword. I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword.
Are you talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes. It's possible the culprit took it with them after using it on me.
To leave no evidence right behind, right?
Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet.
Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword?
Test with luminol for blood? Yeah, okay. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys.
Understood.
Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade was spotless.
So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right?
Alright.
Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info.
I feel like we're supposed to switch the fact that it can't be this outfit, but the guy is left-handed, so I don't know. Alright, so here's him. It's me. I have to say it's rather embarrassing to see myself like this.
Oh, so what were you thinking about at the time?
I don't recall, but I would guess I was thinking about the kidnapping.
Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over the head.
If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have let myself be hit?
You know, the Bad Badger's pretty bad looking when you see him up close.
Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger?
And those sunglasses. Wearing them in the dark makes him seem extra bad.
Now I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does she mean, really? That's the thing!
How could he see in the dark? Okay.
Sword.
And in the next instance, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword.
Shall we recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pain expression on your face.
It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? Now look at the logics first. All we have is... Well, I can't do anything with that. Alright, so... save. Deduce. Do this a second. Deduce. Since he's right-handed, why would he use it, I guess? There we go. But this is not the thing I wanted to do. According to this document, the victim was right-handed.
Uh-huh. I guess I should change which hand is holding the weapon then.
But you can't. Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was gonna ignore something like that, did you?
What are you talking about? Look, no interrupting when I'm about to have a little fun.
Even if you change your recreation, you'd only be wasting your time. It's not possible for that thing to hold something in its right hand, you know.
But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is...
What's that thing called? The Bad Badger? Just take another good look at its right hand. We already know that, but...
Oh, I forgot the weapon is in its right hand because there's already a gun in it.
Precisely. You knew that already? Yes, and I also know that the Badger was holding the weapon in his right hand. Are you aware of what's coming out of your mouth? You just contradicted yourself. I have evidence, of course. Proof that the culprit held the sword in his right hand. Sounds interesting. Alright then, show me this evidence. This piece proves that the culprit held the weapon in his right hand when he struck. We're gonna go with the sword, I assume, because of the blood on it. The answer is the weapon itself. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used this left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side.
Because you'd assume you'd hit like this, right? You wouldn't do this. But the replica Bad Badger isn't holding the sword in his right hand. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Giving up already? It's simple. If he can't hold the sword in his left hand or his right hand, then the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect.
Fine, it was me, I hit you.
It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance.
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Ah yes, but that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. But you see, firing a gun with his non-dominant hand is difficult. At that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind being Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger.
You got it. Here I go.
Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Alright. All I had to do is examine this new recreation hand.
And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang?
That amusing little gadget. It sure packs a punch, right, Sheena?
Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. You and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other.
You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. But the crude conclusion you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right?
Well, when you put it that way...
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this one. There's a trick to this haunted house.
And what may that be exactly?
A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena!
There you are.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet.
The disappearing badger?
7 wonders of the haunted house? The disappearing badger?
What is this?
I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll.
Okay.
How can this be?
Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window.
But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You get it now, thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me?
Huh? You don't know when to quit, do you?
I can't quit, not until I can declare that I've found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks.
There you go again. Well, see if I care.
Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. Alright.
So it's a different badger. And then there's him.
Alright. And then there's that. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
If the slumped-over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. This recursion can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere.
There's that black stuff they found, but...
I want to...
Okay. Take a look at this badger.
This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy.
All because one's an ally of justice and the other one's a vile criminal with a gun.
Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate.
Why does he know that?
Oh, there's nothing else to look at? So we have to do something about this badger since there's nothing else, right? Trash! Okay. No. There's nothing I can logic at the moment, is there? I still just have the one piece. Okay, so let's keep looking around, I guess. Okay. Alright, nothing new with her. Yeah, something on the blanket though, that's what's weird. Is this one?
This is where the proto badger shows up in a recreation.
Yes, now the question is, where did he come from?
Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model.
There must be an inconsistency somewhere. Pieces of set armor are in a pile here.
Why do you think they almost have...
so that's been there before. There again. Nothing new there. Still gotta figure out those glass. We just gotta go to do something in the back. I just don't know what. I assume it's just that we saw where all the costumes are, I guess. She was the blue badger. And Meekins was the other blue badger. So how is there another blue badger? Try the fragments. Nope. It might be the window instead, but let's see. One more time before we do that. Huh? I got it?
Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger.
Huh? Like what?
The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
That can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet.
So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse?
Mirror? Logic. Do this. The mirror on the blue badger. It's a reflection. That's the extra glass?
Remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors?
A house of mirrors? Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image.
Yes, this blue badger might not be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one.
And was the blue badger you saw just a reflection?
When I looked down the hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror...
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black.
Wouldn't they have that in the blueprint then?
And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway.
Wait, well, why would they build this place like this? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Hey, this house is just another attraction to an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose. One I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall.
I don't know why they built a mirror wall. I'm just gonna save. I don't get it. What's the connection between that? Yeah, okay. Because it's a disappearing badger, that's why.
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction
Is it true with mirrors?
is Monsieur the Disappearing Badger.
You mean they built the mirror for a trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash.
Move the mirror wall.
To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be removed. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created.
Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the window, the mirror.
And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them.
Oh, they're one way. Or something, I don't know. And if the pattern is the same on the other walls in this hallway...
Then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls.
Oh, I get it. Okay. They just covered one side so you can't see the other side of the glass. Okay.
This is the mirror, a trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Think about it, Kay. There's a place that was outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here.
Save.
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror,
then you wouldn't be able to see him. You didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now, in reality?
Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Lay the money and go now.
There.
That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Kay, I'd like you to input some new information.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway?
If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room.
You got it.
There we go. Now this. I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then?
Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken.
Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again...
The mirror wall should no longer exist, Kay. Please recreate that.
Got it. Problem is that they go in the building to prove all this, by the way. Wait, but with the mirror gun, the culprit lost his hiding spot. Where did he go in the proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
I think this about wraps it up. Looks like you finally solved everything.
No, not yet. And an even larger contradiction is now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you did not notice. But this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw in the recreation is lies.
Oh, he's dead! That's a dead body there! But wait, no!
in the start of this whole thing, we see them get up and hit him. Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall.
Oh, there's no blue badger there. Oh, there's no blue badger there.
Exactly. The blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction.
Okay.
We're at the end? Okay.
Let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right?
And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or do you suppose it... or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger?
What?
The dead body. The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body.
What?
What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror was broken. Huh, you were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? That's what I'm wondering. There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have been blended in right. Must have blended in right in. Ugh. We're gonna accept that? Alright. Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lansamano. He's gonna break him? Ooh! And he cries. Alright. I'm so okay. Sorry. Okay. Why did he do it is my question. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, it does justify self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in the court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. Heh, as if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Are they gonna take Ernest too? Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. I'm the person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad. Dad. Thump. Sorry, you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest D'Amato. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wounded me. I came all the way from across the sea. Just to see you, you know. You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name of that? You use here for that? No. Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Sheena.
It's known as the KG-8 incident.
The KG-8 incident? Oh, so you remember it? Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Mono Group scandal. Specifically the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? There's that word again.
At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Devore.
Oh, he wanted revenge.
Father.
He was the fall guy.
Even though you pushed that crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Devore, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Devore was arrested in place for you, which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret. No. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice, long chat.
Huh? The chief of police?
Who the heck was that?
Chief of police? Oh, this guy! Wait, this was before the murder? Oh, and then he pays him off and he gets rid of the evidence. Okay. I heard about this guy's voice. It was a douche voice. I'll take him down the precinct if you don't mind.
And who the heck are you?
Oh, right. Edgeworth just arrived. And then he had to take care of this. He hasn't even gone back to the office yet. The office happens after this moment. I'm Jack Sportsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Oh, Jux, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. Only Sheena does that. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off of my suspect.
Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the tracking of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal?
Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects.
Sir.
Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you.
Thank me?
Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal.
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you?
The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow.
It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right?
No, I would never do such a thing.
What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring.
You don't think it's Jock Sportsman who just showed up? And Mr. Amano also knows? So Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Amano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude.
On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you?
The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed.
Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder what that court's produced nothing but falsities and lies?
It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all? This feeds into something I learned recently about Japan and their court system. Their conviction rate is extremely high. Extremely high.
Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving.
What the hell?
So don't you forget it.
She knew he was gonna do that, she just comes in for it. Please wait. Agent Sheena? Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so?
Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang of Zhengfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood.
Well, what do you mean by that? Are they still?
They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts.
How can that be?
A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust.
But not all prosecutors are like that. Just me and others.
Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor.
So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts, and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors.
Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We'd better catch up.
Oh, Jim Faith, right. Yeah.
We still got to deliver that thing to the old man, after all.
Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed home ourselves.
Yeah. Are you going home too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's all right with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, what is it?
That is, thank you very much.
It's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance.
Just keeps licking that lollipop.
Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. Oh, there she goes again, talking to herself.
Miss Pops? I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping.
No, I have no idea.
Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction.
Wait, then why'd he do it?
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops.
Me?
Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Dovore into cooperating.
Father?
As a felon, he could not tell you of his really relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you.
Oh?
Go on, speak your mind.
That is... Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, although there's no need to thank me.
No, Lone, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you.
Oh my god! He's not that much older. I have to check the profiles, but I don't think he's that much older.
Looks like you've stolen her away, completely away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Way to go, sir.
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
Huh? What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all.
Huh?
If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know.
What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl?
Looks like you totally forgot me too, Mr. Gummy.
Gummy?
Yeah, maybe this will jog your memory. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember?
That's... This is be case number 4. That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that faithful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then-child Kay and Detective Gumshoe.
We're gonna get their origin story? Alright. We're gonna get their origin story. The end. Kidnap, turnabout, what's next one? Turnabout, reminisce. Yeah, so chapter 4 is gonna be that, and then chapter 5 is gonna be just them solving everything, I assume. Save. I'll get the full profile in a second. Oh, Gumshoe's the next one, so is it her?
No, it's him. All right. So there we go. I don't got some but chest. Okay, so it was her, him, her, him, Gumshoe. So that's going to be the girl for the 5th one. 5 episodes. So there's going to be a case in the past. All right. Interesting. Well, we'll take care of that in the future. So that right there is the game for now. I had fun. Hope you for watching. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.